Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to year 2022. Wow, this is like my first video of year 2022 and I still can't believe that we are in 2022. In this video I'm going to talk about why you need career counseling or why you need career guidance. I'm not gonna waste any time, but let's just dive into the video. Very important for you to seek for career guidance or career counseling, especially when you have no idea of what you want to study. This can be professional advice, this can be just you asking for advice from your sister, your brother, or anyone that is around you that you feel like might be able to help. Point number one thing that you need to know is that you need to know yourself. As when you are seeking to do a certain course, or when you want to pursue your studies, you need to know yourself. Knowing yourself, this involves knowing yourself, knowing your interest, and knowing what you're good at or your intellectual capabilities. It's very most of the time our interest doesn't really match with what we are good at, and our interest actually changes with time. It changes with circumstances around us. So it's very important for you to just get that out of the way and kind of just recognize and realize that I'm not a math person, but I can talk for Africa. I'm not advising anybody to say go for what you're interested in or go for what you're good at, but these are just things that you need to look at and see what direction.
Point number 2, you need to know the options. What are the options that you have available in terms of courses? What are the courses? Now, looking at your grades, what course can you be able to do? Okay, where can you be able to do it? What are the universities that are available? What you want to do, is it abroad, or do you want to do it in your home country? So those are some of the things that you need to look at. Now, in terms of the course, you need to see how are you eligible to doing the course that you want to do. The course that you want to do, how applicable is the course, or are you just gonna waste your 4 years or your 3 years in university? Is the university accredited? Is the college accredited? Is the course that you are doing accredited? If you are Namibian, we have NQA is the accreditation body in Namibia for institutions and small colleges. So it is very important for you to know the type of course that you want to do in the university where you want to do it. Is it accredited? Another thing that you need to look at is, do you meet the requirement for the type of course that you want to study? Are you meeting the requirement? So these are some of the things that you need to look at.
Down to the point that, okay, I want to do this. Where can I find this? Which other place can offer this? Because sometimes you find somebody in NAMCO for like 5 years trying to get 25 points in 5 subjects, and you're not getting them. Like, you keep trying. This is not because you're not good enough. Sometimes it's just because you don't know. If whatever course that you want to study, it doesn't necessarily mean that you need to have the 25 points in 5. There are other institutions that you can that can supplement you so that you kind of go to the level of doing your degree or your diploma or whatever you want to do. So you need to know the type of options that you have, or it's important for you to establish a plan B in case you don't get. Now, my plan B is not to say that I want to do nursing. So if I don't do nursing, I think I can do welding at VTC. I mean, if that is what you're interested in, it is also fine, So, but what I'm trying to say is to say that, okay, if I don't get in UNAM, in School of Medicine, at least I can do nursing or I can do pharmacist, while the other year I see if I can be able to get into, that is a plan B that I'm talking about. The thing that you need to know is also the resources. At this point, I want to emphasize on money. So as you decide to go to a high institution, there's money involved, right? It's no longer high school where you just pay $1,000 or you pay $700 in high school. Now there you pay money. You need money to go to school. You need money to pay for your tuition fees and other stuff. So it is very important. So before deciding on what course to take, you need to look at the resources. Who is going to fund you? Is it like a private Is it a private company that is going to fund you? Is it NSFAF that is going to fund you? Is it your parents? And if it's your parents, you need to narrow it down. If my mom is the one that is paying my tuition fees, what course are you going to study that your parents can be able to afford? So it's very important for you to look at all this aspect. What other means can you use for you to be able to supplement your parents, or to supplement whatever source that you are using to pay your tuition fees. It's not where you have 2 weeks to the exams and you are writing messages on Facebook, help me guys, I finished grade 12, I have all the A's, but I don't have money. So it's important, you need to know. Another thing about money, it is, you also need to look at the course that you're gonna do and say, okay, I'm gonna do HR. How flexible is it? Can I maybe find a job, or how am I going to pay my tuition fees? So it's very important to include God in your career guidance or in your career path. Before starting whatever course you want to study, it's good to pray, because at the end of the day, it's the manufacturer of the form that knows how it operates well. So in a nutshell, what I said in this video is just things that you need to consider before choosing your career or deciding on what to study. So it's very important for you to just find your identity. Like, you need to know who you are, you need to know what your interest is, you need to know whether your interest and your intellectual capability really match, and draw the line. What are you going to take? Because a lot of courses really sound very fun until you get in them. Very easy, Some courses really sound very interesting, but they are not as what they are the moment you start. So it's very important for you to just find a line. Decide what are you gonna do. Decide, is this really what you want to do? You can even do a research with people that have studied the certain course. You can go to the institution, find out, so that you know what you're getting yourself into in terms of financial capabilities and all that. Find out the resources. If you don't have the 25 points in 5, doesn't necessarily mean that you can't go to school. There are other bodies that can fund you. I'm gonna bring an episode where I'm gonna talk about the funding bodies that can fund you as a Namibian student or as a student in general. So those are some of the things that you need to look at. Always pray. In as much as you are looking for all this counseling, you are looking for all this advice. I mean, if you don't pray, I feel like it will be vanity upon vanity. It's important for you to just ask God, because at the end of the day, it is the manufacturer of reform that knows how it works. It is God who created you that knows what you're called for. So I'm not asking you to just pray alone, but pray, make research. It'll be easy for you to just get what you want to study. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And by the way, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Charity, and I'm signing out. Thank you so much. Happy New Year, and God bless you.